Records are supposed to be broken. That's the whole point of sports. But in the NFL, some records feel impossible. 7 touchdown passes in one game, 2,105 rushing yards in a season, 8 interceptions thrown in a single afternoon. Even in today's high-scoring pass-heavy league, nobody has touched them. So in this video, we're breaking down every NFL record that might never be broken and explaining exactly why they still stand. Trust me, some of these are crazier than you remember.
Records are supposed to be broken. 7 touchdowns. In today's pass-heavy NFL, that doesn't sound impossible. Quarterbacks throw for 5,000 yards like it's routine. Offensive coordinators dial up 40-plus passes a game. The league protects quarterbacks like priceless artifacts. So why hasn't anyone thrown 8? The record has been tied 8 times. Legends like Peyton Manning and Drew Brees have done it. Even Nick Foles dropped 7 in one game. But no one has reached 8. And the reason isn't talent, it's mercy. When a quarterback throws 5 touchdowns, the game is usually over. At 6, the backup starts stretching. Coaches shift to conservative play calling. The goal becomes winning, not chasing history. Defenses adjust. The clock bleeds. The moment passes. 7 is the ceiling, and it's guarded by common sense.
Adrian Peterson, 2007, rookie season, 296 yards against the Chargers. No overtime, no gimmicks, just raw power and speed. Peterson didn't just run the ball, he attacked with it. Every carry looked violent. Every cut was decisive. The defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it. But here's why 296 might never fall. The modern NFL doesn't use running backs that way anymore. Backfields are split, carries are limited, workloads are managed. To break 296, a running back would need 30-plus carries, a dominant offensive line, a defense completely collapsing, and a coach who refuses to throw. That's a perfect storm. And perfect storms are rare. Flipper Anderson, 1989. 336 yards in one game. Even with overtime, that number feels unreal. He averaged over 30 yards per catch. Deep routes, explosive plays, a defense that couldn't adjust in time. Today, the moment a receiver hits 200 yards, defensive coordinators panic. Double coverage, bracket schemes, press coverage, safety help over the top. Even modern superstars like Calvin Johnson and Julio Jones couldn't reach 336. That wasn't just a big day. That was lightning in a bottle. Derek Thomas, 1990. 7 sacks in one game. That's not dominance, that's devastation. But here's the difference between 1990 and today. Quarterbacks now release the ball faster. Offensive lines are more athletic. Pass protections are more advanced. And roughing the passer penalties are heavily enforced. You barely get half a second to finish a play. 7 sacks today would require a completely overwhelmed offensive line, a quarterback holding the ball too long, and a pass rusher having the game of his life. It's possible, but incredibly unlikely. Jim Hardy, 1950. 8 interceptions. And he finished the game. In modern football, that would never happen. 3 interceptions? The coach is furious. 4? The backup is warming up. 5? The quarterback is benched. 8 isn't unbreakable because it's hard. It's unbreakable because no coach would allow it to happen. That record survives because the league has changed. Eric Dickerson, 1984. 2,105 yards in just 16 games. He averaged over 130 yards per game. Back then, teams ran because they had to. Dickerson was the offense. 30 carries per game wasn't extreme. It was expected. Today, running backs are preserved, rotated, protected. Even Derrick Henry, one of the most dominant modern runners, couldn't reach it. To break 2,105, you'd need elite durability, a run-heavy system,
no rotation, and 17 perfect weeks. That combination almost doesn't exist anymore.
Calvin Johnson, 2012, 1,964 yards in 16 games, double-teamed constantly. Didn't matter. He had size, speed, hands, and a quarterback willing to feed him relentlessly. But modern offenses are balanced. Targets are distributed. Teams protect players late in games. To break this record, you'd need a generational receiver, a pass-heavy offense, a losing team forced to throw, and 0 missed games. That's rare air.
Randy Moss, 2007. Tom Brady at MVP level, Moss in peak form, 23 touchdowns. Modern red zone offenses spread the ball around. Tight ends score, slot receivers score, running backs get touches. In 2007, Randy Moss was the red zone. And that kind of perfect pairing doesn't come often. Michael Strahan said it. TJ Watt tied it, but no one has hit 23. Sacks depend on scheme, health, matchups, and game script. Quarterbacks now prioritize quick releases. Offenses design plays to avoid negative yardage. Getting to 23 sacks requires near perfection, and perfection doesn't show up often. Night Train Lane, 14 interceptions as a rookie. In today's NFL, elite corners get avoided. Quarterbacks read defenses better. Risk-taking is minimized. The closest modern example was Trayvon Diggs with 11, and he was heavily targeted. To reach 14, you'd need constant targets, elite ball skills, and a defense forcing desperate throws. That era is gone. This isn't just a record. It's a monument. You would need 15 seasons of 1,500-plus yards, no major injuries, elite production into your late 30s. Jerry Rice played 20 seasons. He didn't just dominate, he endured. 23 seasons. Consistent excellence. To break it, a quarterback would need to start young, stay healthy, and remain elite into their 40s. That's generational durability. Winning isn't just talent. It's organization, coaching, health, timing, and leadership, sustained for 2 decades. That's not just hard, that's historic. The NFL will keep evolving. Players will get faster, schemes will get smarter. But some records, they belong to a different era. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you hit subscribe. I'm dropping more deep dives like this. And I want to know, which record do you think actually has a chance to fall someday, and which one is completely untouchable? Drop it in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.